Did you know the first drone was invented more than 100 years ago? What if drones could replace millions of human jobs? Most people think drones are a modern invention, but their story actually began almost 200 years ago. From explosive balloons to intelligent flying robots, this is the incredible story of drones. Today, drones can deliver packages, fight wars, and save lives. But how did it all begin? The country that controls drone technology may control the future of warfare. Some drones cost only a few $100s, yet they can destroy tanks. Which country produces the most drones in the world? Imagine a world where drones do most of the dangerous jobs humans do today. In this video, we will explore when the first drone was created, how drone technology evolved over time, the fields where drones are used today, why countries are investing billions into drone development, the top 10 countries producing the most drones, and whether drones could ever fully replace human workers. The story of drones is not just about technology, it is about power, innovation, and the future of human work. So stay with me until the end of the video, because what you're about to learn might completely change how you think about drones. Most of us think drones are a product of the 21st century, but that's actually not true. The idea of unmanned flying machines goes all the way back to the mid-19th century. The first recorded unmanned aerial attack happened in 1849. During a conflict with Venice, the Austrian Empire launched balloons filled with explosives toward the city. Yes, the earliest form of a drone was actually a simple balloon. However, the kind of drones we recognize today, powered and controlled by radio, began to appear during World War I. The first successful prototypes were developed in the United Kingdom and the United States. For example, in 1916, British engineer Archibald Montgomery Low tested one of the first radio-controlled aircraft called Aerial Target. Then in 1918, the United States introduced the Kettering bug, an early unmanned flying bomb designed to travel a set distance before hitting its target. So in many ways, the birthplace of the first modern drones can be traced back to the United Kingdom and the United States. So how did those huge, clumsy flying machines turn into the smart devices that can fit in a backpack today? The evolution of drones happened through three major breakthroughs. The Cold War era. During the Cold War, both the United States and the Soviet Union began developing unmanned aerial vehicles for surveillance. These aircraft could fly at high altitudes and avoid radar detection. The main goal was simple: gather intelligence without putting pilots' lives at risk. Technological miniaturization. In the 1990s and early 2000s, the rise of smartphones pushed technology forward. Microchips, GPS systems, and batteries became dramatically smaller, cheaper, and more powerful. This technological shift made modern drones possible, the quadcopter revolution. In the 2000s, a new generation of drones entered the market, quadcopters. With multiple propellers, stable flight, and user-friendly controls, they quickly became accessible to everyday people. Companies like DJI played a huge role with products like the DJI Phantom. From that moment on, drones were no longer just tools for governments and the military. They became devices anyone could use. By now, you've probably guessed it. The first drones were used only for military purposes. They had two main roles: target practice. Drones were used as flying targets, so soldiers could train with anti-aircraft weapons or fighter planes. Instead of practicing on real aircraft, they could shoot at unmanned ones. Reconnaissance and bombing. They were also used to take photos of enemy territory or drop explosives, all without risking a pilot's life. So in the beginning, drones weren't built for entertainment or everyday use. They were born as tools of war. What used to be a frightening piece of military technology is now helping save lives and making everyday life easier. Today, drones are used in so many fields that it's hard to list them all. Film and media. Think about those breathtaking aerial shots in Hollywood movies or the beautiful overhead footage at weddings. Most of those shots are captured with drones. Agriculture. Smart drones can scan huge areas of farmland, detect unhealthy crops, and even spray treatment within seconds. Delivery services. Companies like Amazon are already testing drone delivery systems. From pizza to urgent medical supplies, drones may soon bring all kinds of items right to our doorstep. Search and rescue. During natural disasters, forest fires, or when someone goes missing in the mountains, drones equipped with thermal cameras can help rescuers find people much faster. Military and security. Of course, modern unmanned aerial vehicles are still an important part of many countries' defense systems. Why are countries investing so heavily in drone technology? Governments around the world are pouring huge investments into drones because they are a dual-use technology, meaning they can be used for both military and civilian purposes. Here are the main reasons. Military advantage drones can reduce human casualties in war. They're relatively inexpensive, capable of precise strikes, and extremely useful for surveillance. The Russo-Ukrainian War has clearly shown how important drones can be on the battlefield. National security and sovereignty. Many countries want to avoid relying on foreign drone manufacturers, such as DJI. That's why they are developing their own domestic drone industries. Economic benefits. The drone industry can create thousands of jobs and generate export revenue. For example, Baykar has gained global attention with its Bayraktar TB2 drone exports. Civilian development drones improve efficiency and reduce costs in many fields such as agriculture, logistics, healthcare, and environmental monitoring. Strategic competition. Countries like China, United States, and Israel see drones as one of the key technologies of the future and want to stay ahead in this technological race. In short, drones have become a strategic priority for defense, economic growth, and innovation. Here are the 10 countries that produce the most drones in the world today. China controls more than 70% of the global drone market, with companies like DJI, XAG, and JOUAV. United States, a global leader in military drones with major companies such as General Atomics, Northrop Grumman, Skydio, and AeroVironment. Turkey, one of the leading exporters of combat drones, especially with models like the Bayraktar TB2 and Bayraktar Akinci. Israel, known for some of the most advanced drone technologies, developed by companies like Israel Aerospace Industries and Elbit Systems. Russia produces drones such as the Orlan 10, Lancet, and Sukhoi S-70 Okhotnik B. France, home to drone and defense companies like Parrot, Thales Group, and Safran. India, a rapidly growing drone industry with companies like IdeaForge and partnerships such as Adani Group, collaborating with Israeli firms. Iran, known for producing large numbers of relatively inexpensive kamikaze drones. United Kingdom, developing advanced systems like the Protector RG Mark I, supported by companies such as BAE Systems. South Korea, expanding its drone capabilities with companies like Korea Aerospace Industries. Can drones completely replace humans? No, they won't. Drones, and automation in general, will take over many tasks. But humans will still be essential for decision-making, creativity, handling complex emotional situations, ethics, as well as repair and programming. History shows that new technologies change jobs, but they usually create even more opportunities overall. For example, roles like drone pilots, data analysts, and AI supervisors didn't exist before. Drones will mostly replace work that is dangerous, repetitive, or boring, while people move into higher-level roles. What would happen if drones actually replace people in many areas? If drones were widely used to replace human workers, several changes could happen. First, there would likely be fewer human casualties in dangerous jobs, like high-altitude inspections or firefighting. Efficiency would increase as well. Drones can work 24/7, they don't get tired, and they can perform tasks very consistently. Costs could also drop. For example, a single drone can monitor hundreds of hectares of farmland. At the same time, new jobs would appear, such as drone fleet managers, AI drone supervisors, drone data analysts, and swarm operators. But there are also risks. Unemployment could rise, especially in lower-skill sectors. There are also security concerns, like hacking, and ethical questions around things like autonomous weapons. So yes, some replacement will happen, but it won't be total. It will be more of a transformation. In the end, even drones still need humans to control, manage, and guide them. I present 10 fields where drones are already significantly replacing human work, or are likely to do so in the near future. Agricultural pilots, spraying crops with pesticides. 1. Power line inspections, checking dangerous high-voltage infrastructure. 2. Construction site monitoring, land surveying and site mapping. 3. Photography and videography, weddings, advertising, and cinematic aerial shots. 4. Firefighting and search and rescue, getting the first view of dangerous areas. 5. Delivery and logistics, last-mile package delivery. 6. Security and policing, aerial surveillance and patrol. 7. Oil and gas platform inspections. 8. Environmental monitoring, tracking forest fires and pollution. 9. Military reconnaissance, observing targets instead of sending pilots. In many of these areas, drones are already making work easier or partially replacing human roles. But in most cases, human oversight is still essential. If drones were to operate completely autonomously without human control, it could create serious problems and chaos. Drones are definitely a technology of the future, both exciting and a little scary at the same time. So what do you think? Which profession do you think drones will replace first? Think about it carefully. Write your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.